How's it going, guys? Bronami Code here, bringing you the final part to Dark Souls Remastered. God, it has been a long journey, but we're finally at its end. After everything we've been through, we're finally about to end this whole ordeal. But before we go off, there are a few things I want to showcase. As you guys can see, the Firelink Shrine is kind of barren. No one's really there. Our sorcerer friend is still there. If you were to go to the Undead Burg's church, you would see the priestess lady that is actually, I'll show her off. She's there praying. However, if you come over here, just like I said,
oh, we meet again.
Patches is now an NPC vendor. He basically stole a lot of stuff for some people, and on top of that, he can basically sell all the cleric stuff and then the other masks if you so decline to get those. I'm not gonna buy anything.
What? No.
Now, Patches isn't really worth much of anything. Yeah, he does sell the rest of the masks that we didn't get from the pinwheels, but honestly, not really my forte. And on top of that, all he really is there for is to give you a gesture, sell some stuff, and also give you some hints and tips of certain things. But yeah, just one more NPC to show off, and then it's off to the abyss with us. It's actually finally time to end this whole thing. God, it just doesn't feel real. We've basically went through the entire Dark Souls game within, I don't know, maybe 12 episodes? Probably less, I don't know. We'll see when I finally do put all these up and post all these on my channel. But yeah, this is basically it. Yep, back to the Undead Parish. If you manage to save this woman for last, or you killed the betrayer,
hello.
You can talk to her, and then one more time, learn another gesture from her, and you can buy a lot more spells, magic barrier and Wrath of God. Now, like I said, you can also buy some infinite divine blessings, but honestly, at this point, they're not really worth it. You can re-enter the Covenant if you so desire. I'm not, only because there really isn't nothing to do.
Then be said, I was very annoyed.
I'm not going to join her Covenant, because just like some of the others, there's no real point into joining it if you don't want to. You don't really get anything for... You can't really increase the... You can't really increase the Covenant rank, and on top of it, it's not even really worth getting. The only reason I got it to begin with was just to show most of the Covenants in this game. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get one of them. That was because of my certain faith requirement. Honestly, getting 25 faith is not that hard. So, hell, the cleric, if you chose that class, already starts with 14. You just need to pump like 11 points into it, and that's basically it. Yeah, now with that being said, nothing else really much to do. I'm just gonna pop the last of these souls, level up, and then we're off to go fight Gwen. Also, just like I said, if you want to go ahead and take Manus' soul to Grog or Hawk, as I like to call him, he can turn it either into the Manus Catalyst or turn it into the Pursuer Soul spell. Or I think someone else has to do that part. But yeah, I know he can change it to the change it to a Manus Catalyst if you have a plus 10 Catalyst. But for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and just gobble up the soul. So, right. Time to put my last levels in. 4, 5, 6. There we go. 96. Got 40 in Vitality, 28 in Attunement, 36 in Endurance, 13 in Strength, and then 32 in Dex, and the rest remained at base. This was my Pyromancy build. Oh, I don't know why I left. I'm trying to go. Let's go ahead and warp to the Abyss. Now, like I said earlier, if you already beat the Four Kings, don't worry about equipping the Covenant of Artorias. You're able to just walk on the Abyss normally. Also, real quick before I forget, just in case, I'm going to go ahead and pop a Twin Humanity so I can kindle the Lord's Vessel bonfire. If you wouldn't mind taking me back to what was it called again? Firelink Altar. Yep, real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, I don't think he can kindle, so that was kind of pointless. Let's go ahead and offer up the Lord's Souls. Alright. There you guys go. We are finally here at the kiln of the first flame. Alright, so first things first, as soon as we walk through here, the Black Knight enemies that we fought around the world, these now become regular enemies. So if for whatever reason you wanted to go ahead and just grind these guys to get their weapon, their shield, any certain type of Titanite chunk, there you guys go. This is your one chance to do so. As for me, I've already gotten everything I need to get, so we're just going to go ahead and finally, after all this time, finish the game. Yep, didn't even get the sword. Yeah, not much. I know I keep saying this a lot as well, but there really isn't nothing to talk about at this point. We're literally at the final area of the game. There's nothing else much to say. I mean, yeah, we've got one more armor set that we can pick up, but past that, it's not really worth saying anything now. All we got left is to just mosey our way to Gwyn, and then that's it. We just take him on, and then face them, get one of two endings, and then that's it. But yeah, if you guys are wondering, that it is a guarantee they drop all the chunks. As for their swords and weapons, while it is more likely that they will, you still gotta work for it. So if you want to get them, put on the gold Covenant Serpent Ring, or the or on top of that, you can also put on the what's it called again? The symbol of avarice, or use also use. I think this also boosts luck item find as well. I want to say these help with item discoveries, but I could be wrong. Also, God, I lost my train of thought what I was going to say, but here we go. Make sure you're human, because if you are human, you can actually summon Solar in this last area. Now, keep this in mind. In order for you to summon Solar, I have to reiterate this. Make sure that you join the Chaos Covenant and got it up to +2, so that way you can unlock that hidden door. Alternatively, like I have said before, if you cannot unlock the door, there is a way for you to save Solaire with using the poison mist that I showed off in a prior episode. If you want to use that method, you can. Just know that that's the only other way you can save Solaire. Oh my god! Okay, well, I was not planning on using this, of all things. Oh, do I not have the strength for it? No, I don't. Okay, well, kind of in a way, thank God, because that was kind of a slap to the face, but damn, I was not expecting to get the Black Knight shield this late into the game. Hell, if I would have gotten it early, I would have made an exception and put some points into strength. Really hoping you didn't get hit, Solaire, but that's fine. Alright, so there we go. That's all the knights taken care of. Again, you can go back to the Lord Vessel bonfire, rest up if you want to retry and get them all again. Now, bit of a disclaimer before I forget. While I sit here and change my equipment, there's a reason why I'm doing this. Just bear with me. If you have anything that you need to take care of, you know, get any covenants leveled up, any new spells that you haven't obtained just yet. Also, if you want to finish up any side quests you haven't finished up, do so now, because once we beat the last boss, you will not be able to come back. You will be locked in. You'll be locked into New Game Plus. So yeah, whatever you decide to do, or whatever you choose to do, do it now, because otherwise, you'll just be forced into the next cycle of the game. So go ahead and enter when you're ready. Gwen, the Lord of Fire. Alright, so Gwen. So underwhelming. We've hyped this man up throughout most of the game, and just look at that. He's being relegated to a parry boss. I mean, yes, I get it. Oh shit, Solaire, no! Don't go after my boy, Solaire! Oh god. I need to flask up. Nope. Oh, how did you grab me? Yep. And there we go. Solaire. Now, if you didn't... Or Solaire. Gwen. Now, I will say this. If you did not bring Solaire with you, you could basically parry this guy into oblivion. I know. Gwen. The Lord of Flame. The first flame. Relegated to just being a parried... It's like another parryable enemy. Well, enough harping on Gwen. Honestly, I get why they did it. It was supposed to represent the fact that this is a man who's kindled the flame for too long and needed to be put down. So I get why they couldn't just give him his like all his powers. Otherwise, we'd probably be here all day. But that being said. Now, like I said, if you went ahead and killed Gwen, know this right now. Well, yes, as I said, you were forced into the New Game Plus cycle. That's somewhat true. You can't homeward bone out of here. You can't just leave, because that would just trigger another ending. You can either, at this point, either kindle the bonfire or walk out and trigger one of two endings. If you were to leave, you trigger the Dark Soul achievement or the Abyss achievement. I don't remember which one it was. But me personally, I'm gonna go with the more canon route and link the flame. And yeah, there you guys go. That was Dark Souls Remastered. I'm going to go ahead and skip the credits, because honestly, there's nothing really at the end of it. It just loops us back around to this point right here. Now, a few things I want to say before we fully wrap this up. This game, to me, was one of the best games of my childhood. It taught me that there's more, that getting your ass kicked is okay, and that needing to get back up when you're down is part of life. I know that sounds corny as hell, but trust me, it did. Now, with that being said, as you can see, we're currently in a New Game Plus cycle. And if you also remember me saying, if we were to beat the Asylum Demon first, before leaving through that little door, we could get something from him. Well, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and fight this Asylum Demon and see how strong he really is at this point. Also because I didn't show enough fire pyromancies. Boom! Barely even broke a sweat and got his hammer. But yeah, that's basically it. As for anything else in New Game Plus, not really. However, as you see, the bosses do drop more souls. There is that. But past that, nothing else much really to add on. Just, that's about it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I'm kind of sad to see it go, but as always, it was fun. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Take care.